What up, Dokkanners? Welcome back to Tsunami for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Huge news. Right as I ended my dueling stream, I cannot believe that they're doing this. I thought this was fake. I thought Goresh was tweeting this randomly just to be funny. In a future update, Dokkan will let you use two different units that have the same name on the same team. That's what this is. Are you kidding me? This shakes the very foundation of Dokkan Battle. This is not a joke, people. This is crazy. You can use two... I mean, look, this is literally all this video is about, so if you want to leave, feel free, but we got to talk about this, all right? I was just finishing my stream, and then I jump into the 5-9 stream to just see what they're up to. Then I see this on Twitter. It's happening. Now, the question is, when is it happening? Truth, I think it was Truth, or was it Goresh? One of them. They were talking on Twitter. Here's the thing. Global is getting a maintenance. Now, I'm going to start with this just to get the crazy stuff out of the way. It's possible, okay? There's absolutely, we have no information other than that sentence, all right? So if information does roll in by the time this video goes out, I will update in the pinned comment. But as of me recording this, we have no information other than the fact that you will eventually be able to run two units of the same name. Now, maintenance is dropping on Global on the 8th, and it's going to go from the 8th until the 9th? Wait, so 17:30 PST, that's 5:30 PST, so basically an hour and a half after refresh. Wait, am I stupid? Hang on. Yeah, 5:30. So an hour and a half after refresh on Monday until the end of the night. So right as it becomes Tuesday, so midnight, basically. So for about 7 hours, you're going to be having maintenance. That's a pretty long maintenance. Why is that? Could it potentially be that they're going to be rolling out this update at the same time for both games? We don't know. Just throwing that out there because that is something that Truth had mentioned on Twitter. Got me thinking. Probably a lot of you are thinking the same thing. Whether or not it's happening then to Global or JP, whatever it is, this is huge because now this means that a normal team build is no longer necessary to just focus on differently named units. You would be able to run a Kid Buu, or you'd be able to run a Son Goku. If you're a fan of Goku, you could run you could run that second Goku on the same team. Now, keep in mind, it says two units, all right? You can use two different units that have the same name. That doesn't mean you can use more than two, it just means two. So what I'm thinking they're trying to do here is to revitalize the game in some way with an update like this, because this basically now exponentially boosts the amount of teams you can build, the amount of combinations you can build, the amount of things you can do in Dokkan with units that you would have never otherwise been able to do. Like, for example, the fact that I could never run the super... I forget what it is. I think there was a Vegeta team build that I wanted to do one time, and I couldn't do it because they were of the same name. I think it was... Oh yeah, I think it was like the evolution of Vegeta. I think that was the video I tried to do a long time ago. I couldn't run an evil Vegeta with a good Vegeta of the same name because they have the same name. Now I can. Now the question is, can they share links? I don't know what they're going to do with that. I was just talking about that on the 5-9 stream with Truth. I personally, now hear me out, all right? Before you freak out and hate, I would not be upset if they didn't give us links. If they do, of course I'd be down for it. But if they don't give us links, I'm actually not going to be upset with that, because the very fact that you can now use a second unit of the same name is the main pull here. It's not about the links. Plus, if you were able to run two different units that are exactly the same, like if you could run two Bojacks, we'll use Bojack as an example because that's the new kid on the block. You run two Bojacks. Let's say you have two fully maxed out TUR Bojacks. You run them on the same team and they all link up with one another with all 7 links at max links. That is broken. And then imagine doing that with every other unit that you bring a duel of. It would probably scale the game a little too far ahead to the point that maybe they're not ready for. They've already been just showing that they don't care about balance so much because they've been giving us all these ridiculous units. I mean, they do care a little bit, but like, I would say like Game Design 101 would be completely killed off if they just gave us the ability to run dual. Let's say you had dual LR Goku Friezas, easy A's, maxed out links. You run those two together, that's not okay. That's not okay. So I'm guessing my prediction is going to be they're going to let you use 2 units, but you're not going to be able to get links, which is basically how it functions right now. So it's not so different than what's happening right now. The reason why I say that is because when you're trying to do, like for example, my video today was Bojack on Super Battle Road. I had my Bojack and I had the friend Bojack. You have them running on the same team, sure, but they never linked up, which is fine. It still allows you to use the units individually. They still function in the team, depending on your links and your supports and all that stuff. They still work fine. The only thing is they don't link together. So basically you would be running that unit basically as a friend unit. And I think it's a fair trade-off. To want to use a unit of the same name, you have to sacrifice links. I think that helps establish some parity in the game, and it helps maintain balance just a little bit more before they completely go crazy with this. Because the way that they're handling this, the way that they're doing this, makes me think that in a future update, if they feel like using 2 units of the same name is not enough, they could then lift this restriction and give you links. Or they could eventually drop an update where you could use 3 units of the same name, or 4 or 5. This is actually a very clever way to make the game seem fresh while basically doing nothing. They're not doing anything. What are they doing in this game? They're not doing anything other than just letting you use units that you already own. Let me go to Universe Survival Saga. What if you wanted to run... Okay, this is not a good example. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Wait, is this guy a different name? Yeah, this guy's a different name. I can't think of the... Oh, yeah. Oh, perfect example. Right here. Right here. Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct. You can't run them both. They're the same name. Now you can. Do they need to have their links? No. Look what this guy does. He's pretty good. Look what this guy will do once he ECAs and... Well, I mean, if you're a JP, he already has. And then he transforms. You don't need links, guys. It sounds bad. Like, it sounds bad when I say it. But trust me, it's just basically a glorified friend unit. This is a really, really smart move by them. Because we've always thought, like, why have this restriction? What is the purpose of this, right? Well, when you now look at the fact that you could potentially run dual Vegito Blues on the same team, or dual Gojitas on the same team, you can kind of see why they did that, right? You can kind of see why when you run a friend unit that's exactly the same as your leader, you're not going to be able to gain those links. It's because it would be a little crazy. But now that you're seeing that they're lifting these restrictions, I feel like slowly over time, they will eventually lift this as well, and you will be able to run more units. Imagine running a team full of Goku Blues. Because Global is just about to get the EZAs for Goku Blue, the Tech one, and the AGL one. Imagine if you ran them both together on top of your AGL EZA Goku Blue, who's not named Kaioken. Imagine... Actually, let's just go to the disambiguation. Imagine running this Imagine running this entire team. Where are you? Yeah. So you bring this guy. You bring this guy. I'm actually at a point where I could use the TUR of this guy. So bring him. You bring the EZA for this Goku. You bring the transforming Goku once he eventually gets to blue. You bring the nuking Goku. All these guys on the same team. That's pretty broken because if all the links checked out, you've got a full team with full links all maxed out. You've also got support memories. You've also got items. It's just not fair. This is a good step. That's all you need. You don't need any more. I'm done rambling. I've said all I need to say. I think this is a genius move by Dokkan, if it wasn't already clear. If you're still watching, props to you. Let me know what your favorite cereal is if you've been watching up to this point. Mine is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I think this is a genius move by Dokkan. This instantly revives the game for me personally and a lot of other hardcore Dokkanners because now the team possibilities have boosted tremendously. I tried to say drastically and I said tremendously. And it's going to make the game more fun. So I'm happy. As far as what else this entails, we don't know yet. I will let you know in the pinned comment as soon as I find out more. But as of right now, this is all we know. And that's all we need. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this amazing news, let me know in the comments down below. And also be sure to leave a like. But yeah, let me know in the comments the thing that I said earlier in the video to see if you were still watching. And what is the first unit that you were going to run with its doppelganger, with its identical name counterpart? What is the first unit you're going to use? Truth says Vegito Blue. What is your unit that you're going to use if you have two copies of the same name? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future, and click the notification bell so that you know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again, stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly. Woo!